we put together our 007 vest, and we built a special pad here for the clavicle, and we already have standard is the rib protection, but this will bend and flex with him as he moves, but giving him that military-grade, battle-tested protection that is built for some of the hardest hits that he could sustain.
Can you tell us a little bit about what that material is that you have in there?
Certainly. Let me just take that pad out. Oops. This pad is called a dead stop. It's about a 1/4 inch. It's made of a ballistic grade military material. It's got DuPont Kevlar in the middle. It's flexible, yet takes an incredible pounding. All these materials in this particular pad you could find on a battlefield. So we spared no expense in giving Ben the best protection possible for the game.
Now, from what we understand, Ben Roethlisberger is not the only Steeler wearing this, so this is becoming common for more players.
Absolutely. Yes, as we get injuries, for example, last couple games we had Charlie Batch outfitted with the rib protector as well as on the thighs, the girdle, and we also are doing about a half a dozen of the players with our CRT, our concussion reduction technology, inside the helmet to enable them to play better.
Now, how does this work? Does the NFL come to you, the individual players come to you, trainers, or are you shopping yourself to them saying, hey, we have this technology to protect you? How does the process work for something like this?
It's all gone basically viral. Players telling players, trainers telling trainers. In this particular case, we got a call from the equipment manager saying, can you come out and outfit Ben Roethlisberger with your latest protection in the shirt? So we come back and we find out where the injuries are. We build a special pad and then outfit him based on his sizes, dimensions, measurements, and custom fit it, if you will, to his particular needs.
Now, I understand Mike Vick has something similar to this that he's worn as well. Why aren't all players wearing this? If this is something that can Ben Roethlisberger for a potentially catastrophic hit, why don't you think everybody's doing it?
That's a great question. What we're finding is that, remember, there's a lot of brand loyalty among the NFL, and there's a great deal of sponsors going on. And we're a new player to the field, and so it's going out from player to player. Typical protections made of couch foam, whereas we're using military-grade, battle-tested composites made with Kevlar. So now players are saying, I need that extra level of protection to make the difference. We're finding players that are serious about their protection are going with Unequal. And remember, we guaranteed Mike Vick would not get injured. He took 168 hits to the ribs and did not get re-injured. So I think that's a testament to how good this technology is. He basically was the NFL's practice dummy for a good 3 months.
Now, in terms of the players hitting them, they're not going to notice the difference, right? I mean, this is just an extra level of protection worn underneath the padding of these guys, right?
Exactly. When the force or the linebacker smashes into this plating, it will bend, but what it's doing is actually distributing the force over the surface area and distributing the force and dispersing that energy through the multiple layers. And when it hits that middle layer Kevlar, it absorbs it, and almost like a sponge, it just eats it right up. So that's why we're able to absorb up to 50% of the impact going into the body. And so many players like Tony Romo, like Mike Vick, like Tim Tebow, all these players that are now asking for this technology. We just came back from Arizona outfitting Kevin Cobb, and we've got about another 4 quarterbacks are already using this technology. It's going out there, and they're finding that the go-to technology when you really need the protection is this Unequal.
And where did this technology come from? You said it's a battle-tested, Kevlar material. Who was the first one who's saying, I'm going to put, stuff that's bulletproof vest under a football player's ear there?
Well, we originally were building this level of protection for the military. And then when Mike Vick broke his sternum, the Eagles called us and asked us, can we build a protection out of this military-grade technology? He went on to score 59 points, took 5 hits to the chest, and afterwards he said Unequal made him feel invincible. And then after that, we went from 1 team to 10 NFL teams to now 27, and we're on about a dozen of the Pittsburgh Steelers players, from whether it's just in the helmet or it's in the ribs or on the legs, but they're now using these pads which you can just cut up with a scissor and put it on any body part that needs that additional level of protection.
Well, there's millions of Steelers fans, I'm sure, who are going to be watching very closely every hit to the shoulder, so I know they're all rooting for your product to work.
Well, thank you. And we also make this available for high schools and college players who want that a little extra level of protection, and it's always available at unequal.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Rob. I really appreciate you coming out and bringing something to show us.
Thank you, and go Steelers.